Hello, my name is Simon.
Hi, Simon. My name is Erit.
Hello, Erit. Do you believe that there is some sort of pattern or formula to becoming a successful entrepreneur?
Well, I think there's not a certain formula to become successful. And there's rather more deeper philosophy. Either you are entrepreneurial, do you want to do something? Do you want to represent some kind of idea with the world? And this is, I think it's the formula in a way is a combination of finding what your purpose is, and if you don't know, then just take that time to find it out, and also just dedicate yourself. Dedication and attention to detail in everything you do, that eventually brings you success as well.
Okay. Secondly, what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
I think the part of it, to be creative and to be able to design your way of life in collaboration with others, but also just the freedom to represent things that you believe in. You don't have to, follow any rules that are set by others, so you can create them without harming those around you.
Okay. How did you get your idea or concept for the business?
I love that one thing that is for sure in life, like a constant, is that everything is constantly in a change. So my idea started out with accommodation, but it turned out completely upside down. And right now we're doing marketing seminars, and we are representing certain lifestyle that I truly believe in. So it just starts from one thing, and then it grows like a person. When you're born, you're just a little toddler infant, and then you're all grown up. And it's also the example of change. So the same thing's happening in entrepreneurship.
Okay. What service or product do you offer or manufacture?
Okay, we first of all we represent the idea, and we believe that if you do something that touches the lives of others and positively inspires them to be better, to do better. So that's part of our lifestyle, like positively inspired lifestyle. But products or services, if you may call them, we have the marketing and inspirational seminars, plus we offer the heartfelt accommodation.
Does your company help the community where it is located?
It does. This is the thing that I really, really believe in, because through the positively inspiring lifestyle, I've got so many feedback from people who believe the same thing in the same things that we believe, that life is inspiring. And when we just take the time to see the small little bits and pieces, and if we are better people today, if we give to others without expecting anything back. So in a way, you are in service to others. That's empowering. Like honestly, I mean that's the best thing ever. So not always is it measured by money, because the value and feeling you give to people is priceless.
If you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
First thing is good that they are already starting out. So take the first step and be ready to fail. Fail big. Fail often. And then analyze what was it that you did wrong, or what you could have done differently. just put yourself out there and experience life with every cell of your body. And all the things that you do, you don't know. I mean, not everything works out, and that's okay. It doesn't have to, because if you're brave enough to just, look behind the curtain and lift it even higher, then there's tremendously beautiful life behind it. I mean, if you just step out of the comfort zone, and also the zone that we are told to be in. So just, like I said, fail often and test yourself.
Okay. How do you define success?
For me, it's if you can still, we're coming back to the same philosophy that our positive inspiring lifestyle carries. If you can inspire the people around you positively through whatever you do, and you see that you help them to create the space of growth and learning, and you can see that they do grow and do learn and try more and are braver. And when this is something that you can offer through yourself to the world, that this is success. I mean, the way you put yourself out there to inspire the other people. So that's, for me, that's success. This is something, again, you cannot measure in numbers. Like feelings, you can never measure. How can you measure, for example, love? You can never measure it, but you can feel it. So if you touch the people's hearts around you, or through social media even more, then that's already win-win.
How far are you willing to go to succeed?
With the ideas and beliefs that I believe in, that human kindness, in a way, humility, you need to be humble in whatever you do. Like they say, don't let the success get into your head and the failure into your heart. If you can do that, then everything else is, it's just, step out there and try and face your fears. Face your worst fears, and then you will see that they're not as big as you thought they were.
And finally, what would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur?
You need to be a really good person towards yourself, towards others, and you need to be very determined and passionate in whatever you do. If you find a passion in little things, and if you put all of you in whatever you do, then trust me, those big things will take care of themselves as well. But determination is also the key.
Okay, thank you, Edith, for this nice interview.
You're welcome.
Yeah.